So yesterday the markets double topping with that CPI number. Currently the markets look like they want to try to come back a little bit. So the question is this double top a false double top, or is this a little false little rally? Well, overall the big picture is lower. We do have lower highs, lower lows, the double top from yesterday's CPI number, which doesn't mean a lot to crypto, but still the people that manage money in all aspects, currencies, crypto, agriculture, commodity, you name it. It's all the same companies doing mostly the same thing. So they kind of took it to the woodshed here, kind of showing a little bit of their hand that they're looking to sell, at least in the moment. It can change, but for the most part, that doesn't change too often. So we've been in a downtrend. We should remain in this downtrend. Right now, this is just chop living between all these lines. You have 59, 545 for the double top, but we are getting a nice little pocket pivot here. So maybe we'll try to go back up and retest. We'll see if we do we'll see if we can get past that, or if we stop before that and start to roll over again. So mixed signals down here just leads to chop. It leads to the buyers taking over, then the sellers taking over, then the buyers taking over, then the sellers taking over. And it's hard to make any money in this environment. The best thing you do with chop is to try to buy lows, try to sell highs, and take profits where you've got them, because they do tend to erode very quickly. All right, so going into a weekend, it's going to be interesting. Don't know what's going to happen this weekend. Choppy environments are weird. They can do a number of things. They can erode very fast. Even the best candles can turn around quickly. All right, let's get to our top coins of the day. And actually, they're both really high market cap cryptos, XRP and Cardano. XRP's been able to get up here and fight with this trend line, and it's kind of been able to do that recently. We can draw a new trend line, not a new trend line, just kind of show you maybe the bias of the market here. If you line up all these recent highs, give up a little bit of wick there, you're a little bit off of this high there, but you hit this peak right there, and you're basically hitting that as well. You can also pull this in a little bit if you want to, and give up that wick. So a number of options for this trend line, but we're kind of at a resistance point here for XRP. Also, we do have a stalling candle also coming up to a prior breakdown, and so that's where distribution can step back in and kind of ruin things. So looks like we're in that environment. Could you short this? It's a possibility you can short that. We just mentioned shorting tops in these types of choppy environments, and coming up to a breakdown point, that is a shortable opportunity. The question is, do you take it? And then what's your stop loss here? It's about 2.5%, give or take, in the moment. If we can pull back up and fail to go above that, that would be nice. The tighter the stop loss, the better in these environments. But you can see in XRP, we get up, then we come back down dramatically. Just like we come down, we come back up dramatically. So choppy trading, like I mentioned earlier. And then Cardano, not as choppy as XRP, but this one is trying to make a little bit of a run for it. We'll see if it's going to get too far. So far, still with lower highs. Our prior high is here at the 42.04. Let's see if we can get past that. The volume doesn't necessarily suggest we can, but the volume aggregation tool doesn't see a lot of selling pressure here. So maybe we can make a little bit of a run for it. You're going to have to get it real soon, though. You don't want to buy these really far out of these basing structures, because you really can't have wide stop losses. This is about a 3% stop at the moment, and I would assume your reward is probably right about there. So about a 1-to-1 risk reward trade. Not the best trade you're going to find. So yeah, it's hard to say really to do anything amazing here with it. Even though it looks okay, there may just not be a trade, and that happens as well. Sometimes things look good, there's just no trade there. This is almost one of those things. But the volume's been pretty good. If you take it small. And if it fails, you got to be ready to cut it quick. Or even if it succeeds and then starts to pull back, you've got to be ready to cut it quick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got for you today on the best 5 minutes of your day. Have a great weekend, and I will see you Monday on Altcoin Buzz Trading.